Hey, what you say, food family? Mike here, and welcome back to the channel for another great culinary adventure. Today we're headed back across the Pacific Ocean to South Korea to continue our Korean barbecue series by making one of my personal favorite dishes, spicy pork. You can refer to it as Jeyuk Bokkeum or even Jeyuk Bulgogi, but the process is the same. We're going to make a spicy gochujang based marinade for some thin sliced pork shoulder. Pair that with some onions, let those come together overnight. We'll come back the next day, throw them on the grill, and we'll be eating good. Now, to cool our mouths off between those spicy pork bites, I'm going to teach you a simple side dish, banchan, called Hobak Bokkeum, stir-fried zucchini. If that sounds good to you, stick around and I'll show you how it's done. Let's get cooking. Alright folks, in order to make today's spicy pork recipe, we need to begin by making a spicy marinade. So as I said in the introduction, the basis of our marinade is some gochujang. So I've got quite a bit of that here. We've got some plain white sugar. Got some gochugaru. This is the Korean pepper that the gochujang is actually made from. We're really going to spice this up. We got some grated Asian pear. Now if you can't get Asian pear at your local market or your Asian market, you can substitute this with a Granny Smith apple, a regular like Bosch pear, or worst case scenario, a little bit of pineapple juice. All three of these work as tenderizing agents on the meat, so they just keep things soft, juicy, and tender, but it is a lot of great flavor. A little bit of sweetness to offset all this heat as well. Moving along, we got some grated ginger, a whole bunch of minced garlic, some sesame oil, some rice wine, some soy sauce, and we'll finish off with another sweetener, a little bit of honey. Now because that gochujang is so thick, I'm going to start out by adding our liquids to thin that out. We'll finish off with our dry ingredients and everything else, and we'll come right back and get this added to the pork, so stay tuned. Alright folks, you saw in that previous clip, we got our spicy gochujang marinade mixed and ready to go. It is smelling hot and delicious in here, but I've gone ahead and prepped the rest of our ingredients. Now I've got some plain yellow onion, some green onion of course, and the star of our show for today's spicy pork recipe is the pork itself. Today I'm using pork shoulder. It's fatty and hearty enough to stand up to the spicy marinade, and when we throw it on the grill it won't dry out and be tasteless and terrible. So I highly suggest using pork shoulder for this. You can usually go to your local market and get about a half a pork shoulder in that 3, 4, 5 pound range. Perfect for this recipe, for this giant batch, because people are going to dig in and they're going to want more seconds, thirds, and fourths. You can always leave it in the marinade in the fridge and grill it off another day too, so don't feel like you need to cook this all at once. Now for our pork, I threw it in the freezer for about an hour, pulled it out, and I thin sliced it into bite-sized pieces, about an 1/8 inch thick or so. Hopefully you can see that. We'll start off by adding our spicy gochujang marinade to the pork. Get that all mixed together so everything's not stuck together. Get that well coated. Add our onions and green onions. Mix everything together. Throw a lid on this. Throw it in the fridge overnight. We'll come right back tomorrow and get it on the grill, so stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back. Our pork is marinated in that spicy gochujang sauce overnight. I've gone ahead, pulled it out of the fridge. We're going to let that warm up to room temperature before we throw it on the grill. But in the meantime, we can turn our attention to making our side dish today, Hobak Bokkeum, stir-fried or sauteed zucchini. Now, loosely translated, Hobak technically means gourd or pumpkin, but today we're talking about zucchini. So I've gone ahead and cut my zucchini into 1/8 to 1/4 inch half moon slices. We got some minced garlic, we got some green onion, and some fish sauce. Now, traditionally, this is going to be made with like a shrimp paste, but that's not an ingredient most of you are going to have on hand. So today we're going to substitute that with this fish sauce, make it kind of easy. All we got to do, stir fry all this together, 3-4 minutes, just enough to take that crisp bite out of it and make a delicious side dish. So let's get this zucchini stir fried up. We'll come right back and throw that pork on the grill, so stay tuned. Alright folks, as you saw in the previous clip, we quickly sauteed that zucchini, real simple side dish, banchan, Hobak Bokkeum to accompany our spicy pork. So that being said, let's get to the start of the show. Let's throw some of our marinated spicy pork on our grill here. We're going to grill this up 3-4 minutes, just enough to cook it through. We'll come back, play everything up, give it a taste test, and see how we did. Alright folks, you saw in that previous clip, we got our spicy pork grilled to perfection. As you see up here in the front corner of the video screen, we got plenty ready to go, a whole plate full. I made a nice plate here with our stir-fried zucchini, some rice, a little bit of kimchi of course, store-bought always. I'm too lazy to make kimchi myself. So let's dig in and give it a taste test and see how we did. I'm going to start off today with our Hobak Bokkeum, our stir-fried zucchini. Just a quick, easy stir fry. Nice palate cleanser. Simple, delicious. Really going to cool your mouth off when it comes to this spicy pork bite. So let's just dig in. Cheers. Absolutely spicy, delicious. Really tickles the tongue. We put a lot of heat in there, folks. But it's so good. It's mellowed out with that sugar and the honey. It's almost like the perfect bite. It's absolutely delicious. But this is meant to be eaten as a lettuce wrap. So let's grab a piece of lettuce. We'll grab a couple pieces of pork. We'll do a bite of kimchi just to change things up there a bit. Alright, it's a big one, but as my Korean friends say, one bite. So cheers. Folks, that is a bite of Korean barbecue heaven. Cool, crisp lettuce leaf, some hot, spicy pork, a little bit of cold kimchi wrapped up all in one bite. It doesn't get any better. Jeyuk Bokkeum, Jeyuk Bulgogi, whatever you want to call it. I think I nailed it today. If you like these sort of videos, be sure to click the link in the description below. That will see you on my website with the recipe, the ingredients, all the amounts, and everything you need to know to make this delicious spicy pork for yourself, your friends, and your family at home. If you like these sort of videos, be sure to click that notification bell. That'll tell YouTube to notify you every time I put out one of these great videos. All summer long, we'll be putting out a lot of these Korean barbecue videos. We're going to do some American barbecue videos. I do a lot of other global cooking. There's all across the board what types of things I like to cook. So if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a comment below. And until next time, folks, Mike here signing off. Just keep cooking.